Right, so what we are going to be talking about this evening is about what is the difference between steering when we're driving forward and we're driving backwards. And honestly, there is no difference. The only difference is what the hazards that are created by the steering is more than anything else that we are dealing with. So the hazard that is created by reversing is one of the big things. I'm going to tell you guys a little story. It's been with me all my life because it happened when I was about 14 years old. And basically what happened was a friend of ours had a problem that one of his children was playing behind his vehicle when he came out, and the vehicle was facing his house, and he walked out to the house and it was on a farmyard and his child was playing behind the vehicle. And he nearly had an accident because he didn't walk around the vehicle to see what was behind the vehicle. And what I want to say to you guys, which is really interesting, is the fact that we have cameras now, reversing cameras, makes the likelihood of that type of accident much less. So in the one sense, I know you might have instructors saying don't use the camera, don't use the camera. And I'm saying exactly the opposite. I think for safety, it's massive as far as safety is concerned. That reversing camera looks all the way down the back of the car. So if you had somebody behind your car which was below the level of your back window, it could even be somebody who's just sitting down there on a pavement or something, and you come from the front and you get in your car and you put your car in reverse. You're not going to see them when you look out your back window. So this is one of the things that I learned from that, is you should always walk around your car to the back of your car if you're parked in a place where you're going to start by reversing. Maybe your car is facing a pavement, coming out of a shop. Walk around the car, have a look what has been put behind your car, what is behind your car. You're not going to lose more than a couple of seconds, 20 or 30 seconds just doing that. And it could make a hell of a difference to what happens when you actually start to reverse. Obviously, the advantage of having a reversing camera is also really good. And I think it's one of the things you don't think about. I also believe that if you've parked your car for a while, you should always walk around your car and just look what your tires look like. Because it's rather painful to find out you've got a flat tire when you're halfway up the highway. Anyway, so just a little tip there that I want to add to you guys. So add it to your driving thoughts, okay? Think about to look behind your car. It's really important. Just to, when you're going to be starting with a reverse, walk around the back of your car, okay? I had a girl who ran out in front of me this week as well. She came out of nowhere and ran straight out in front of my car. And I tell you, it was by the grace of God that I didn't run over it. Anyway, so here we go. Unlearning the objectives. Understanding how steering inputs the vehicle movement in forward and reverse. So know what happens when you're going forward and you're going backwards. Recognize what the pivotal point is. I'm going to show that to you, and actually, the actual arc that the wheels that line, people make the mistake of thinking that the wheels align themselves when you are reversing or when you're going forward. Well, they don't. They don't align themselves, okay? Apply correct steering control in tight spaces and avoid steering faults. The DVSA, if you're reversing, you are allowed to reverse with one hand on the wheel, but that doesn't mean you palm the wheel, okay? You are allowed to turn back and put your hand behind the passenger seat. Not a bad idea to do that. And it's a good idea also how you hold your steering.